internal hazards evacuation roads this from the report take away. The thing around the map is here. Around the photo sumio. Photo sumio. Photo sumio to around the dosa data photo such as sheet immediately fire distribution. Around the group team Mingai, I check you some of the Lamamba, and that's the number of Joanna. Wow, it's like just similar like seafood. So, as before the war, so we have instructed us to report mainly about map, internal hazard, and evacuation routes.
We have one rule when you have two routes, for example, one narrow, one wide. Always wide is better than narrow. This is one rule. If I go on, another way is very narrow, threatening to fall. For this reason, it's not safe. Yeah. Always be taught, avoid from the narrow way in time of the earthquake. Narrow way is very, very dangerous. For collapsing in narrow way, only you need 10 brick for blockage of the narrow way. For the blockage of the wide way, you need more. Yeah. Always use of the wide. Yeah. Then you can go out and running out in the time of the earthquake. In one point we can run out. Only in one point. Please tell me. We thought, don't run. This is the first rule of the time of the earthquake. Don't run. The shape like this is one runner and one stop. Why? Must be a stop. Only in the one time you must run.
If you know it's coming.
No. If you can go out less than 3 or 5 seconds, for example, you are near the door.
Yes.
You can go out before 3, maximum 5 seconds, you can run. But if you not need more, you must stop. Yeah?
Why?
When you are here, why? Very simple. For example, this is door, I can go in 3 seconds. In 3 seconds, no building falling down. Yeah? You can go out. But if the way is, for example, long, like this, need, for example, more than 10 seconds, 20 seconds, a stop is the best. Yeah?
If the building is falling down, what should you do?
Yeah, when you're running, if you will be damaged, if the building collapses, always in the time of the shaking will collapse it. And when you're running, you cannot support your head. Yeah? Most of the victim, we have most of the victim is running. Without, for example, in the Kathmandu, you can ask, you can see. Many of the victims, without any building falling down, only with running and jumping. Most of the victims, 50% of the victims only because of this.
Yeah.
If you stop, this is a possibility of the victim is less. After the shaking finish, you must go out. But if you are near the door, you can go out before 3 or 5 seconds, you let run. Not more. Another thing, for example, you are a team, 50 people here. Earthquake will happen. Yeah? After the earthquake will happen, that is the base, drop and cover here, cover, drop and hold here. Okay? After that, the shake will be finished. Before going out, one of these people have good experience, must go alone, find the best way. It's not a little more time. Only he can find which way is better, which way is collapsed. Not all the people going and running each other, not running after the shake is stopped. A slow running, a slow walking. Why? In a slow walking, you can check, assess, okay, I have 2 ways. 1 way, 2 ways. Which is safer? Okay, which is safer, I can go from here. If you're running, the shake is stopped. But if you're going, you cannot select which way is better. You must select which way is better. After the shake is stopped. Okay. about this. Why? When you want in your building talk about the emergency exit, you must make a plan. Yeah? Make a plan is very, very good. Maybe I am alone here. Earthquake happened. After all, I cannot go from which way. When I see this, go, this is more safe. Thank you.
How can it be strong for the second floor? But what
Yes,
you
they're on.
need is a plaster.
No. This is engineering, yeah? No need this be heavy. If your column in the safe place, this no need, for example, more stone. You don't think a heavy is more stone. Heavy is not equal to stone. For example, you know what is this? Egg. You cannot break egg this size. Yeah, why? Engineering. Egg, diameter of this plaster of the egg, shell of the egg is 0.1 millimeter only. The diameter of the shell. But engineering is good. You cannot be broke the egg easily. Yeah, it's engineering. In the engineering, no need you use of the roof to complete, for example, heavy. This is not engineering. You have a good material, very light. And know all of the engineering part. For the earthquake, building must be light, not heavy. Heavy is very, very dangerous. Only one type of heavy, if you can use of the, for example, a skeleton by metal, like Japan, you can use of this. But very expensive. For the Nepal, it's not possible. You can use of the metal. For the column, you don't use of the metal. You use of the cement in the Nepal. Why? Nepal is in one position. Transportation of the metal to your country is very difficult. Yeah? In many countries, we use of the metal. But Nepal, cement plus iron is good for the column. No only metal. In the Japan, they use for the column only from the iron. Like big bridge. Yeah? For example, in the Nepal, we have a lot of the bridge. Yeah? It is a lot of the bridge, metal bridge. Metal bridge not, they have not any problem. Why? They are light, flexible, no dangerous in the time of the earthquake. But you have a big bridge from the cement in the face, very, very strong, with a little earthquake falling down. Why? Heavy. Very bad. Yeah. Which place is for you?
This classroom. 저 방법은 속에 rescue 팀이 아니 이거를 15번이나 나랑 속을 또 보여야 돼. 나랑 속을 참고해야 돼. 또 매핑 사다 찍고 도와주고. 아니 팀 많이 봐. 나랑 속을 찾아라. 아니 중국 보여야 돼. 중국 시도 아니 나랑 속에다 집중하면 돼. 집중 도와는 팀 에리아. 있는 놈들 픽업 하는 나랑 또 무슨 근데 자기 쇼하는 시 계절로 시계적으로 하나 하게 밀어서 이거를 지금 군주에서 이번에 되는 액티브 용어로 그래서 그런 다 주제양 아니 시가 보충만 안진정 알아서 나를 좀 먹지는 무슨 무슨은 알아서 그다 봐 미션 그래 요거도 다 내가 나와이나 내가 플랜을 알아서 그다 프로세스 되게다 이거 하실 수 있는 거예요. 다들 그런 중기 조저로 다 토픽이 안다는 거 아니야 강유럽도 되니래 아니 뒤보러도 시대 되게 섭잡아 아니 이제 제가 또 그랬던 시다
Internal always stronger than external wall. Don't forget. External wall, for example, this is external wall. Okay. If you have a little booth, I can show you. For going out, need only direction in one side. The shape is yeah. In the time of the earthquake, shape is like this. This wall cannot come inside. Why? Always in contact with this roof. Yeah. In one side is empty, going out. Internal wall in two sides is in friction. The change, for example, for coming down, need for example 6 Richter, this need 5.5 Richter. Very easy. You understand? Which place is for you? Oh yeah.
क्या चाहिँ अनि त्यो बिल्डिङमा चाहिँ हेरेर हाम्रो नानीहरूको रुम प्रोसेसलाई मलाई हामी यहाँसम्म चाहिँ अनि त्यो जुन चाहिँ 4 तला रहेको छ 3 तला छौँ अनि हरेक रुममा 8 हरेक फ्लोरमा 8 वटा रुम रहेको छ र सबै रुमको ढोका चाहिँ भित्रबाट रहेको छ यो चाहिँ गल्ती है
At first, you don't think always you have one disaster. A little correct, right? Always disaster is like a chain. For example, always disaster, for example, we had an earthquake in the Japan. The name of this earthquake is Kobe. You check in the internet many years ago. In the Japan, they have one earthquake. In this earthquake, in the Kobe, province of the Kobe, they lost 1,500 people in the time of the shake. After 5 or 7 days, one fire started in the Kobe, one fire, simple fire in the city. Okay? After this fire spread with the wind to all of the city. 50,000 people dead in fire. This means, like Lankan after the shake, avalanche started from the top. Not only avalanche from the snow, with debris coming down. But this coming down needs 2-3 minutes, after 2-3 minutes. In the city, big city like this, we are distant always from the hills. We have not this problem. But you must think always, maybe, we don't know, maybe we have one shake, 40 seconds, we have another shake, 10 seconds, we don't know. Maybe we have 1,000 shake. Maybe after this shake, we have one fire. Maybe we have one flood. Everything is possible. When the shake is stopped, you can find a safe place. This is prevention. In the prevention, prediction, before the earthquake, you think, okay, this place may be safe, another place may be safe. We will talk about this. Another place may be safe. But after the shake finished, you will go out from this building, not falling down completely. You will go out. Maybe you find this place is not safe. This place is safe. You must select the best place. After that, you must be alert. You know, always we have not one disaster. Maybe after many minutes, maybe after many hours, maybe after many weeks, we have another disaster. For example, in Haiti, I talk about the epidemic of the disease. Only from the earthquake, they lost near 3,000-4,000 people. But they lost more than 20,000 people with epidemic disease. Epidemic disease caused by earthquake, but second disaster. For example, in Nepal, we lost near the 9,000, 8,000 people with disaster. But no anybody tell us, after that, we lost a lot of the children. We lost a lot of the family. We lost a lot of the people with epidemic disease. We have not any documentation in the Nepal. Why? In the Nepal, no many people think about the documentation and gathering information. If one people started this, you will find in the Nepal, after the disaster, maybe only 10,000 people with the earthquake. After that, we lost maybe more than 10,000 people without a small disaster. Yeah? His friend talked about this. Yeah. In the time of the disaster, you must be awake, and thinking. Your plan must be dynamic. If your plan, give me your pencil. Your plan must be dynamic, means flexible. If your plan not must be flexible, your plan must be flexible always. So don't forget this. Your plan must be flexible, means with passing the time, maybe you must a little change your plan. But you have a plan. This is your way, this is your main way. In the time of the disaster, maybe a little changing the way, but you must have a way, have a plan, not without plan. But your plan must be flexible, sorry.
Possible that a flood and earthquake might happen.
Why not? Yeah, why not? For example, we are in the monsoon zone. Always we have the rain, 1 hour, 2 hours per day. You think in this time we have a rain?
I want to add that which one is more dangerous?
Yeah.
Shall we go
Flood.
down the Shall we run some our building or shall we handle it?
Yeah. You must be, your plan must be flexible. Only, for example, we know earthquake is more fatal than flood. With flood, you will lose a lot of money. Always in your country, you will lose a lot of the money with flood. Why? The farm will damage, the tree will damage, the building will damage. Why you have not some structural infrastructure good road in the Nepal? Why we have not good road in the Nepal? Only for landslide and flood, not for earthquake. Always when you have landslide and flood, you have not good infrastructure. Yeah, you have not road. Means flood is very, very expensive. For control of flood, you must pay money. But not fatal. Fatal means you will lose many people, not like earthquake, 8,000 people. Maybe with one flood, you will lose, for example, 100, 200. For example, last flood, you lost 120 people approximately, 1 month ago, yeah? But with earthquake, you will lose, for example, 8,000 people. In the finance, flood is more expensive than earthquake. Why? But not fatal, but flood is a little slower than earthquake. In the time of the earthquake, maximum 1 minute, all the city will finish. In the flood will come in. Many people have time for evacuate the village. Many people have time for going out, okay? If you are in the city always you have the rain. For the Kathmandu, possible you have a big flood, but not very big and dangerous or what. You have a lot of the river near the Kathmandu. And always you have rain, heavy rain in the Kathmandu. When your city can manage, not complete good manage heavy rain, your city can manage flood. Earthquake is more dangerous, but don't forget, flood and drought is more expensive for a country than earthquake. Maybe you think drought is not expensive. But only if you have, for example, one drought in the dry zone, many years the farmer have not, for example, good farming, rice or anything that they see. Yeah? Flood is very, very expensive. In the Nepal, we have one big problem. Your government cannot make a good road for the Nepal. Why? Always you have landslide and flood. These are very, very expensive. For 5 years, 10 years, 100 years, you have a big earthquake. In the money, flood is more expensive than earthquake. But in the humanity, earthquake is more dangerous. Many times we have more than two. For example, you have flood, you have earthquake, you have lightning, you have fire. You must think about all of them. Which is better? Which is your way? But for all of the disaster, for example, you need emergency kit. For all of the disaster, you must think about the internal hazard and external hazard. Yeah? No difference between them. You must be ready. Documentary about the major disaster before 2010 in the war. For example, if you see the flood of the Pakistan, you don't think about the earthquake. One river, one kilometer going to 90 kilometers. You cannot imagine. Earthquake is very good. Yeah, for that flood. But that flood happened one time in the world. From the first, one time we have this big flood in the world. Tsunami of the Japan. 300 seconds, all the Japan shake. 300, but in the Japan, no any people passing the red alarm from the traffic. Why? Do you understand what I mean? The Japanese man, in the time of the tsunami of the Japan, 9 Richter, 300 seconds, shaking, all of the Japan. But no anybody in the Japan passing the traffic lamp, red lamp. Means they are completely ready. They prepared it. They have good culture about the disaster. If you go to the Japan, ask from a 5-year baby about the tsunami, he can talk about the tsunami 2 hours for you. Really, more than 2 hours. What is the tsunami? We have the earthquake in the, for example, ocean. They will start after the earthquake is greater than 7.5. I asked from the 6-year girl in the Japan. She talked for me more than 2 hours about the tsunami. I should price it. I asked, when you learn this? They told me when I going to the parade school, my teacher, 1 day per week talking about the disaster. This is a preparedness. When this girl coming to the 20th year, she know everything about the disaster. Why? Disaster is in the blood. In the Nepal, disaster is in your blood, but not in your mind. This is a problem. Possible. Why? When the Nepal is 6th country for climate change, everything is possible for the Nepal.
Maybe they ask.
Climate change means everything is possible.
Maybe they asking for the safest place in the nature while they are out of the home or the nature. What is the safest place to go?
Under the land, they have so many.
But don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. When you have earthquake, for example, many times you have a victim. This victim must, for example, this victim must be very unlucky, falling down with a leg fracture, lost one of the and heart fracture, for example. Very, very rare, very, very rare, not common. Think about know about one disaster. For the earthquake, this is the safest. But you know, your plan must be dynamic, not astronaut. If astronaut, your plan must be complete dynamic. You must think about all of the disaster. For disaster preparedness is the same thing. After many thinking, why discussion is good. Discussion is good. All in my opinion, if after describe this, you only start thinking about disaster, this is enough for us. If you think about disaster, you will find a way. But when you don't think about the disaster, always sitting and waiting for disaster, this is very bad. When you're thinking about the exit way, you will find a way. Yeah? When you think about the disaster, you can manage disaster. When you don't think, always, in the time of the disaster, you have not time for thinking. You must practice. You must do and do and do.
दुई ठाउँ मात्र सेर्छ बाँकी दुईवटा सेट छैन फ्रम र यो लेफ्टतिर मात्र सेट
Is left? Last earthquake in the Nepal, we lost more than 2,000 temples and many of monasteries. Why? These temples, many of these monastery or temple collapsed, semi-collapsed, not complete collapsed. But no any people going for helping these people. In the Nepal, most of the temples are on the hill. Yeah. In the time of the earthquake, we had a lot of the landslide, and the road blocked, and many people in the temple and monastery injured. But till 1 week, they have not any people going for helping these people. This is another problem of the temple and monastery in the Nepal. Most of the monastery and temple in the Nepal are top of the hill. Top of the hill is good for heli rescue. But in the time of the big disaster and major disaster, heli rescue is overwhelmed. Must work in the city. Why? In the city, the density of the population is more than in the village and the outside. And if you have, for example, in this yard, we have an open area. You must think about the helipad. Helipad means if we have a big problem here, only heli rescue can help us. In the Nepal, we have a small helicopter, like Lama, like Eurocopter. You have a lot of small helicopter. They need only 30 meters, one circular 30 meters, and they can help us a lot. In this open area, you can make a heli rescue. Maybe one day is need. For making a heli rescue, you need only this. 40 meter, 40 meter, 40 meter. 30 meter diameter and 1 edge here. This edge must be 4 meter to 4 meter. Big. Why? The pilot must be seen from 2 kilometers. Not, for example, one big arrow, 1 inch like this. They must calculate the distance between this. And other things. This place is good for the heli rescue. In time of the big disaster, we use only heli rescue. For example, especially in the Namabuddha. Namabuddha is in top of the hill. Yeah. If you have a big, if we have a big disaster, big earthquake or big landslide, maybe the road completely closes. They can support each other for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week. But if this place have a lot of the victims, we need to evacuate victims to the hospital. When we have landslide and road closed, you cannot evacuate victims with the walking, with the car, with the motorbike. Only heli rescue is enough. Yeah? Think about the heli rescue for this job and for the Namabuddha. Thank you.